covering his legs. At first, I think that something must have happened at home. My mind goes to my mother, elderly now, a frail 86-year-old living stubbornly on in a care home on the outskirts of Norwich, alone, apart from the nurses. Her grasp of reality has diminished severely of late. It has been a few weeks since I've made the dutiful trip to see her, and guilt squeezes my insides, fast and unpleasant. Callum's cousin has just given birth, and I worry that something has gone wrong, picturing Rosa on blood-stained sheets in a hospital room. But, of course, it is neither of those things. Behind me, I feel Emma's presence, the pad of her socked feet. She's in her pyjamas, blonde hair tied back in a bun. At 16, this morning she is childlike and innocent. A second later, Maria appears, a blue silk kimono wrapped around her tanned limbs. Our eyes meet, her gaze as familiar to me as my own. She is a mirror of me, a more beautiful version. Our mother often gets the two of us confused now. Callum is saying something, protesting, his pidgin French failing to convey the anger and shock that his hand gestures show perfectly. My heart is beginning to beat faster, a tiny drum in my chest. The police are stern, their faces set and unmovable. Too late, I realise that Emma shouldn't be here. Quickly, I turn from the door and take my daughter's arm, trying to pull her back towards the stairs. "What's happening?" she asks, her voice still smudged with sleep. And Callum whips round, trying to reassure her, using the calming voice he always does when she's anxious. He can be so kind to her when he wants to be. But his voice is still tinged with an edge of uncertainty that only I can hear. "Oh, it's nothing, sweetheart. This is some sort of mistake. Siobhan, will you tell them? This is all a mistake, darling. Maria, you speak to them, will you? Please?" He smiles at my sister, but it's strained, the muscles in his cheeks tight and false. My French is no better than his. My mind flits back to my O-level teacher droning on, a blue bottle buzzing against the window in a hot, dry classroom, the spill of blue ink on my fingers. But we are both able to pick up the word the taller of the police officers is saying. Meurtre. Meurtre. Vous êtes suspecté du meurtre. I am frozen. I cannot move. We suspect you. Murder. Maria, whose command of the language is much better than ours, steps forward and begins to speak in rapid, urgent French. It is too fast for me. I don't understand. And then they say the name of the victim, clear as a bell. And I feel my vision begin to blur. Panic grip my throat. It's her. Caroline Harvey. One of them steps forward, and in that second, our nightmare begins. Chapter 1. France. 11th of August. 2 days before the arrest. Siobhan. There's barely any signal in this house. We're all eating dinner out on the terrace, red-flagged stones underneath our feet. It's our first night in France, where the air is hot and still, and the sound of the crickets is constant and deafening. Behind us, the swimming pool glistens, bright blue, because of the little robot Hoover Maria drops into it every day. It's a clever little thing that zooms through the water, up and down like one of those Uber mothers at the local leisure centre back home.